Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be. My streams, they're for more mature audiences, so please do keep that in mind as you watch this playthrough. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! Hello, it's Future Me, Past Me, here to tell you as a PSA that there are some flashing moments in this game. That is, ever since the update dropped for 2.9.0 as well as the DLC. It's mostly very subtle, but it happened when I was getting items, that is from the, I believe, crafting bench, and if not even also the Jam Jamboree stand. It just so happened that just receiving the items very quickly, it was flashy too, anytime that happened. And also in the DLC itself, it happened. There's one particular area, you could say, with the garden, that off to the right, there's just this hedge that likes to flash a little bit. I just want to put that warning out there. It's not super terrible, but in case you are someone who is sensitive to that, just thought I'd put this warning in here. So keep that in mind, and hopefully in the future, they will have that patched out and updated. But of course, too, please enjoy the video starting now. Let's go ahead and jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure today and see if there's anything to really do in terms of, well, besides, of course, the most important thing that's happening right now, right? Let's hope I don't choose the wrong character. That would suck. I already spent some. I did get one thing that I was saving up for. In a way, saving up. But yeah, maybe I should check there. You're just gonna give us a whole friendship bouquet? We're saving that. We'll be saving that for a really long time, so then that's gonna be really funny. Okay, so I have the options of Pom Pom Puddin', Wish Me Mel, My Melody, and Cinnamon Roll. So I'm going to select Pom Pom Puddin'. Excuse me, Grandpa, but you won't be getting this. And there we go. So also it is showing the wrong number underneath the tree, but if I talk to the tree, that is the great pine here, that will be here for us for a while, it does count the right number. So just a note. Here we go. So what I did was that I purchased this so that I can make them anytime I want. It did cost an arm and a leg. That is 10. It is ridiculous. Besides that, of course, we do have all of these lovely things in waiting. And alas, we aren't really getting the real goods, but you know, it's okay. They're so expensive. There's some mail though. Look at that. Speaking of the mail, speaking of the event, speaking of just the event. Huh. That is when I was all like hating on the fact that we got later stuffs, which I mean, I still don't think we should get stuff later, but let's investigate. Okay. So we technically have 4 weeks and 1 day and 2 hours, give or take, when you looked at this, when you jumped in. But Give and Gather is here, and CO4 Fix is on its way. So, CU4 will contain the new 2025 Gift and Gather items, so we encourage players to wait until the update before opening your presents. This way, you're sure to get all of the latest, greatest items. Don't worry if you've already opened a few. We're sending another mail later on with some extras towards the end of the event. So yes, and then here we go. So this is exactly what I was actually bringing up earlier, so I'm glad they were able to fit this in, and this is what I mean. They do these emails, so for the other event, I don't understand why they couldn't give us the outfits versus what they claimed of what they're going to do over in the Discord at some point in time. I just find it interesting and a little strange. But here we go with the other font, a little bit more bold. CU4 walls contains fixes for the following known issues with Gift and Gather, so oopsies on that little extra bit of line of code of sorts, but Kaguya cannot have normal generic gifts given to her. When Cinnamon Roll tasks a player to gift an item, Kagumyan's name is labeled as Wish Me Mail. Not that you could tell, but opening presents before the CU4 download will gift 2024 Gift and Gather furniture. On CU4 launch, gumdrops will be able to be earned through daily requests, because that's not happening right now. Players should avoid gifting to visitors / if they are residents on your island, Kagumya, Ebi Fry, and the Island Spirit, as they will not give gumdrops until CU4. CU4 is currently in review with Nintendo. I did not, technically that part was not there, but yes, it's been in review for at least possibly maybe about a week now. It's going to be on week 2, given if maybe the timeline is correct, but that's where it kind of gets confusing when I was bringing up earlier. Not that that was captured, so what I was talking about earlier is just kind of going over some of the stuff that's been happening with Hello Kitty, and basically, right, there's been an updated, technically able to purchase for graphics for Nintendo Switch 2 users, so that might have pushed this CU4 update a little bit. Don't know actually how it works, considering, right, when you put something in. But granted, right, now they're kind of on 2 separate versions, too, I guess, in their own kind of way, graphics-wise. But, so, we hope it will be approved and released by early December at the latest. So, happy Give and Gather to everyone. So that does confirm more so that we probably will not see it next week at this time. That is the final week of November. We're probably going to see it at most early December. But what do we get? 20? And what is this too hot chocolate? Do you feel cozy? Do you feel warm? Do you feel like you just have a blanket all over you? So there you go, the full acknowledgement. At least they did give that. But yeah, it's a little rough out here for us Switch players, and it really sucks for us Switch players, doesn't it? Especially when you've paid your dues, maybe? Are we comparing now for how much we paid for said video game? Now, I do actually have Kaguya to collect. I have the Fizzy Ore that I asked, the Island Spirit for her to then collect it, but that's why I went over to the Island Spirit as well, and that's why I'm relayed the fact that her heart is yet to be totally full. When I was yapping earlier again too, the things that if you want to hear me yap on, check out the streams over on Twitch. Oh no, different kind of promotion. But what I have done is, of course, I have done the chores of going around and, of course, tending to flowers. Now, I've actually tended them in a little bit of a different way. So we're not going to be able to collect any like this, but we will be able to see, yes, some fancy dancy different flowers, which I can collect or not. But regardless, it is that season, so be sure to at least jump in to get that going if you haven't already. Then there's still a different flower, which evades me because I didn't play the video game correctly and fast enough to have that, so we wait patiently for that. But that's a me problem. Again, if you were able to get him, power to you. I'm so happy for you. I'm just sad for myself. Not getting it in time. It's steamed. Because, of course, it marked it off. Because I was gifted, but it was still like, teehee, you get nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's pretty much how it went down. Yes. We're going to do this.
For me, really? You're such a good friend. Here, this is for you.
Of course, the present pine is what I meant to say earlier. Sorry. Present pine. I said grapevine. You know, it is really great because it's giving us presents. The heck? That was good. That was so good. Nothing? Other than I can see far away. Rude. There's a chance for you to get that. Like, out of all the mini games, thinking about it, really the ones that I dislike the most really are the best ones, because you can choose easy, medium, hard. And then that's the gift you get. It isn't just a roulette of, well, you may be able to get this rare item. Wow. I mean, I know there's a range at which you are able to get the other items listed on the board. And then, of course, if you have your luck, just popping off. But that just sucks, dude. I'm just not about it. That's a me thing, though. Okay. Oh, I do have what I would want. I just don't know which ones are ready. Forgot about that. Over in the DLC, I took a lot of stuff out. Oh my gosh. For the sake of planting it elsewhere, but I just realized that I'm not gonna know which ones I want to take out right now. Because I don't want to really take any that are hybrid already. I think. I don't know. I'm just having fun. Or attempting to. Okay. Get that. So this should be worthy, right? Absolutely worthy. It's 100% worthy of my time. The calmings of the crystals. Oh boy. It's falling apart. It's falling apart. The pattern I used to have is falling apart. No. I mean, it's not really an issue to me. Not a problem. All right, but of course it does show on the map. Don't know what happens if you choose the wrong character, which these are probably the only flowers I can really mess with. Which in theory isn't necessarily the wrong character either, if you think about it, but it just represents it wrong in some kind of way, and some people have been lucky to not have that issue, but I wouldn't put in you know, and risk my chances on it or anything. Guess I would have to bring it to them, huh? That is what I'm gathering. The only place I can take these is probably the greenhouse. Oh, so annoying, dude. Alright, I'm just gonna take some of these out then. Take them to my extra flower farming that I'm doing in the DLC. This will be for the other flowers that I could actually take out now. I'll have to go back. And I mean, to water, I mean, we will go back. That's this. Here you go. Oh my, it's heavy. I wonder what's inside. Here's yours. Don't shake it. It's a surprise. So, of course, check it. And that's all we get to do today. And like that's just the generic. But yeah, it just checks it off. And that's it. If only it mattered. I mean, I did accidentally take a photo with her, and then I was like, wait a minute. I made a mistake. Oops. It wasn't the end of the world, though. But it was funny. Oh my gosh, that's not funny, dude. Yeah, let's go. All right. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going back where we just were. Because I mean, these I can see. So. And then... I never really understand... Look, I mean, can they just not either? What is happening? Like, some of them can and some of them can't. I'm getting the, I guess you can only put them in other places. Why? I gotta do everything over there? Basically, it's like my other grounds for, I guess, my other grounds to do flower garbo. Why even have all these plots then? What's the point? What's the point of having them pretty? You have to do them elsewhere and then you can make them pretty. And then they're just there for looks. No, not for fertilizer. What? Annoying. Because I was just able to put them elsewhere, so it's like, well... why can't I put them here too? Thought naively. But I gotta see if I can actually put them in the clouds, but I don't have the right situation for them yet either there. When it snowed. I bet I wouldn't have been there in the cutscene. What? My bad. Okay. Whoops. Darn. Nothing. Okay, fine. I don't really know which ones I'm going to take out over here, but... there are ideas in the air. Alright, then the last... sorry, outside place will be the cauldron. Because what else do you do at the cauldron? See, these worked, so... we got them going crazy. But I guess these would be situational, so you really can't plant them anywhere else. So that's why we can plant those there. Fine. I'm still a little bitter about it. Gazebo! Because then this, we can do whatever we want here. In a matter of patience. But they're sprouting. So does this show me though? Yes, it does. The nerve! Fine. Yep, there they go. Exciting! Those are all the new ones too. I was like, there's all the new ones. Sky Poinsettia, let's go. That startled me. I wasn't expecting it. I was just like, wait a minute, those look new. Hey, I finally noticed a new flower at the right time when they're actually blooming. And not afterwards where I'm like, wait, were those new? Hold the phone. And then my tragedy. I'll never forgive it. I mean, I will, but like, I was like, oh my gosh, a red one! And then, yeah. You get one, and that's it. That's all the flower could bloom. And I'm just like, great, that's awesome. Why, dude? Dang. Like, it didn't have to be that way, you know? Didn't have to end so soon. The opportunity. Still don't get where and why they spawn where they spawn, but sure. For the event flower. That is the poinsettia. Oh, man. I was going wild over this, right? Woo! So on the other part, that is. Losing my sanity. I got it back eventually, but... I think... I'll put it there. I don't know why I'm still getting these, since considering... when was the last time I even gave anything to Wishmobile? I don't know. I have zero idea. Oh my gosh, I'm doing better with a different minigame, or I have done better. Jeez. Than this one. I won't waste my time. I'll just walk away in shame. What? I'm leaving the candle? I know. I mean, we have so much spare anyways for the candle, so it's really not a big deal. And I mean, I'm just in shock and awe, honestly, of what we have, so. Hell yeah. I'm actually excited for that. This. Yeah. We go in here. For my disaster. Okay. Okay. I will collect them. Okay, thank you. The flower fall. I'm like, Yeah, that's the best spot to mess with all the flowers, technically. Okay. I think I know exactly what's gonna happen to those, but that's interesting. They'll eventually be on the right cycle. That's also what I was debating. Like, do I really want to do this? I guess that I do. So let me actually also... Yeah, so those can be planted there. I do not understand how these are in order. Or what order these are in. So you mean to tell me that I gotta bring everything over there? Oh, of course you do. Okay. Fair enough. I won't hate that hard, but I'm hating a little bit. Just like... Is it gonna look weird? That's... I mean, I guess it's... beside the point. Doesn't matter if it looks weird. Do that. Doesn't matter. It can look weird all at once. Alright. So. We're gonna see, of course, if you haven't seen, drastic change. But also 95. I'm hurting out here for these rare candles, okay? That's not enough. Yes, finally. And you're like, why would you want that to happen? I've just wanted it to happen for so long. I know it's gonna sound weird, but yeah. I've wanted that to happen for so long. Does it matter? Alrighty. So, we are done. With all of that, I think I don't actually remember. But I think these, yeah, these are finally in their own little bit. I am gonna take this out finally. I thought so. Really? Dude. See, did I even need to try? That's so funny. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's funny. I'll just come across it randomly. All right, well, that's all in a day's work. So, I guess, yeah, we'll just do the other bit. Technically, you would go first, but I like doing this manually. I need to make more, but perfect. Yeah. Look at those 3 boxes. So yeah, this is a very specific plan, which I have an idea of what it could be from. Of course, it's going to put us not where we want to be, but whatever. That's, of course, the comics. Again, not where we want to be. The wands are a little bit messed up. Visually. Like, they had one idea, and then they didn't. I mean, that's, again, more comics, music. Specifically, clothing. I'm assuming that that's what this hat is. To some degree. But then there's other stuff in here, and it's just like, why is this here? Why does this look like... Basically, why is this here in the sense of why does this look like stuff that I already have? That's the real, like... you know? And then some of this, of course, right? We just eventually got to get it, but there's... Flower Wonderland versions, but this in particular looks suspicious, huh? But I do think it's weird that they considered it just clothing from the DLC. I mean, this again makes it easier to split it up, but it's just like, it's not really. And then, and then the furniture. So that's where it's hidden, deep down inside. But we're gonna wait and hope for the best if we get as many boxes as we possibly can, and then we're just gonna open them and hope for the best. But, you know, maybe we get lucky and then it'll just be in the first batch. Again, we'll still have to give her the gifts anyways for the dust, but that's basically what they did with it. I just forgot to check there because I'm used to how the collections usually work. That is, for the base game. Even though I've tried to separate base versus DLC when we've jumped into it. But how much do we have to worry about that now? Given that we're almost at the end. Or I gotta put in the real work and Find the rest of those suckers. Dancing. I think Buddy just entered there, but that's okay. We're going to go over here, and then we gotta talk to Hello Kitty, and that's basically it. Or that's basically all I care about. At least a little bit. Teeny tiny bit. Now, of course, also though, if you missed the last part, you will know that we got some more crafting recipes for some things that I find very weird. And I'm about to show you one of those weird things after we do this. I also made more. Grab that. Map. Cabin. I'm gonna go out. Not all the way out, of course. These sensitive doorways. Either go too far in, too far out, but ta-da! Isn't this so beautiful? Doesn't it match everything else in this beautiful room? If you said yes, there's just one problem. And the fact that it's massive. Like the square space it needs to be placed, so I had to do some rearranging. I can still access everything, but I don't like it. Now, there's also, of course, from the beautiful foraging area, there are the other ones as well. So, of course, there is one missing here. But I feel like, when am I going to use that? Personally. Besides just going over there into the Merry Meadows to do it. I think it is weird, though, to have another of the crafting bench. But hey, you know, if you want it to look like that, there you have it. And of course, I did have Choco Cat when I made them, so that's why I have more. I did not actually put in the work to make them. But hey, you know, to show them off again in case you missed the other part, ta-da! You know, it's not so bad when you look at it. That is for the iron. Again, when I was making it, I was like, oh gosh. But nothing to fear. And of course, luckily, these are very easy gems to come across. So that's what's happening over there. And that's what's happening in here when it comes to crafting, if you wanted those, but I don't know. I don't have a strong draw to them, and again, especially since it's kind of like a repeat, I'm just kind of like, if anything, I would want them to be smaller, I guess you could say. Well, let's do this. Because I guess maybe where they're placed, they look small. Or something. Wow. Fancy. Puffy. Magical. Thank you. Cool. But then again, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That's entirely possible too. Wow, you're really gonna put the table like that again? You're gonna give us this? Oh, you hurt me so much with that cost. Gotta do it. Please. Thank you. Because I need to make those rooms and I still haven't made them yet. I don't know if I have enough music items. Even still with that. I know there's some stuff maybe I could craft and it will still be okay. But the fun part. Where was it? Was I? I was seeing things. It's fine. I want the newer stuff. Again, for getting the deluxe version of the game. That's why some of this I already got. And then I also placed it. I don't know where. Oh, wait. No, yes. I do remember one. For flooring. That makes more sense for flooring. So I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I've done wallpaper. But Beanie Snowman. And why can't we place them out? The world may never know. Earmuff. Snowman. And then top hat snowman makes sense. I wasn't reading on the side there on purpose. I'm just here looking at the items. Now the snow globe. When you go up to it, can you activate to shake? Snowflake display. Centerpiece. Which is probably massive, of course. Okay, yeah, we can do it this way. The rug. How big is that rug? How big is the ornamental wreath over here? With, again, the ornament stack. Thank you. And last but not least, the snowflake arch. Which is probably huge. But that does take care of what I wanted to, in a way, over there. I mean, maybe I want the flooring again. Maybe. Besides that, though, of course, the next big step is to, of course, have enough for this, which that is probably where I was getting confused about all of these, because it basically is the same. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. It's just the pattern I like to go into. And luckily, the 20 that we got helped us out to get all of this. But, still feels like we're missing some things. So it's all for cool enough, literally. But yeah, we already did all that. So I guess I was debating if I wanted a little bit more of the tables. I was tempted. Didn't say it out loud, but in my mind I was like, do I? No, I don't need a 7 is fine. I mean, where am I really gonna place them, huh? Which, speaking of the placing, homie, I'm over here, and I want you to get the gemmies, which may or may not be a little messed up right now, depending, but I don't mind it. I just am a little confused by it. Visually, not a big deal. So we will be heading over here, but really? Okay. Well, then let me see something. Yeah, they are here. Okay. This is gonna be so obnoxious. But then, yeah, those aren't here. So flippin' weird. Okay. So I guess I'll just place another. That's so weird. At least I think it's weird. I mean, I forgot those can be planted also in the greenhouse, like nobody's business, so. This is that. I don't think I have any more of the dream puffs. Do I want to just place it here for funsies? No, I know this is not exactly or however you're supposed to really do it, but I'm just here for fun, like I said. So that's just gonna be a thing that's gonna take its sweet time. Obviously I don't have her, so it doesn't matter. Or any other bonus benefits, but yeah, I basically took out the sparklies, the glittered, but we're gonna kind of reset things because I guess my bad on not being able to actually put them where I want to put them. Disappointing. I guess except if I want to plant them outside of visitors' cabin, but it's not the same as letting them prosper. But we're not going to be here very long. Again, I'm going to hold out a little bit longer. I might do a little bit of camera work for that. That's what I did the last time. As well. And I will not have, as much as I would want to, I will not have her with me to do it. That's my compensation for taking a photo. However, this one... honestly, all is fair. But this is flooring again, right? Flooring. Sorry. Yeah. And then that's just the table, which I got confused. Or no, that's why I got confused, because basically it looks about the same, but different. Okay, this was the standing one. My bad. Embarrassing, how could I not know? But if you wanted to see me in action and getting new things and playing the minigame really well, honestly, slash like one part, but like actually winning, definitely check out the other parts. Don't know which part, but just another part. Just keep it in mind. Keep it in your heart. And then of course, I went back and traveled for the, not that it was my goal to go get it, because I didn't exactly know what was going to appear, but I did get the Echo Conch and took care of that. So, there really isn't anything to do over there. I mean, besides, I guess, hopping around for music, maybe trying to get what I'm missing for comic-wise, but all in all, the DLC is kind of empty, except for me completing some aspects of it. And that's what I meant by the gemmies, by the way. That's not correct. But we're not going to worry about that. So, we're going to find Ebi Fry. And the way that we're going to find Ebi Fry is, of course, the way that I like to find Ebi Fry. So, we're going to do it. And we are going with the hard. And then again, nice. So, sewing room. All right. As again, they tease us with everything. Like, what is that? I mean, is basically this like a cinnamon roll plush, but on a pillow? Because it totally is, because that, right, that bed set is just reskinned, so isn't that just a cinnamon roll plush on the pillow? So it does exist. I mean, I don't remember what part I was talking about cinnamon roll at one point, and I probably cut that part out in a matter of speaking, because I was just yapping, but I think right there, that kind of confirms some things, as well as this adorable lamp, which you can't adjust the lighting at this point in time in the game, but hello. And of course, don't let me overlook, of course, the most adorable thing too, and that's the teddy bear, but come on. A cinnamon roll. But okay, I actually was not paying attention. So, you know. think the stars on the ground are fine. And the one thing that annoys me about this is that they change the orientation. So it makes it confusing. What the heck? Okay, from the up view, you cannot see this side part. What the heck? Because there's something there, but it's not there. I hate to say it, but it's got me jumping now. Dang it. Dude. What? Thank you. I was about to say. Okay. That took me longer. I was mostly taking in the stuff. It's a dining table. It was hard to tell because I do not remember what I've gotten and haven't gotten, and then sometimes again the proportions confuse me, as I've gotten confused already with the other. But I'm glad I got another. And again, that only shows that, well, while you may see something fun and cool and exciting one side of things, disappears in another. And again, I don't feel bad for that. Should I, though? No. And you shouldn't either. Now. I know I can make more. Probably should make more. Didn't think about it until just now. A little bit. I want to use those. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Oh, I have to do the thing. I should check, honestly. I don't know if anyone has complained like I have for these. But, sorry to go here. But yeah, oh god. I won't put you through all that right now. I just don't feel like looping it. I really don't. It's just not fun. Dang, really? Not even new? Alright. Sorry. Okay. Well, with that, there we have it. I would say. And also some other disappointments, but you know what? That's okay. Learned, I guess, some lessons, learned some placements, and learned that, well, if I really care, I will wait until I can actually see the wheat flour again and then plant them. I know I didn't water every single patch or whatever and collect everything over there, but not the end of the world for me. But as for Give and Gather, which, again, too, if you missed what I called out last time, is that this is the one event that has the most items in it. And we're not even halfway there. I do feel that, you know, some of it we won't be entirely getting either. In some ways. Yeah, but hey, at least we've made a better dent in at least, you know, part of it. It feels, you know, better than what it could be, but still a little sad. Another thing that's a little sad too. You really didn't want anything? Like, I'm losing my mind over that. Ugh, a little bit. It sucks. But, you know, that's just how my RNG is played out. I meant to go actually here. Sorry. is because I think it's time for future me to be like, oh. But also, present us to go and be whabam. We are now one with the wheat. We are one with the flour. I have no idea. I think it's up, isn't it? Well, we can actually mix it up a little bit too. We can go back to that. That could be fun. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have any of these that are darker. We just have that right up on our head. I don't think I have the color that I would really want for the monocle. I mean, for sure, I don't really have it. And I guess I think it was like that. I don't remember if there's... But, I mean, unfortunately, we don't have any others that we can really customize because we have all that and then those. I did not even realize that I forgot about really caring about them to be all together. Back when. Should have known better, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, when I had more control. I don't know if I could get more, or if I was just like, whatever. But clearly I cared about it in some ways. Only minor looking back kind of sort of regrets that also I couldn't control because, well, and then it was too late. Well, so be it. But here we have it. Just the order just always is like, oh, it's so close. But yet so far. But we will be one with the wheat flour, and as soon as we're done getting through all the newer color patterns, at least at the current moment, give or take if we got any ones for the festive times coming up, well, I'll go through them and then we'll loop it back to my air quotes generic kind of look. But again, I forgot to call out, but we are still in fall at the current moment as well. We have yet to actually really truly shift over to winter, which of course, once that time comes, and maybe it's in line with the update of sorts, but winter. Yes. We gotta hope for winter. But with that and everything else involved, of course, when we jump in next, what will we see in the ways of flowers, given that now we do have a different task at hand with them? And of course, when it comes to who's visiting, will they be arriving in time? That is also in a timely manner, or will things totally get messed up as they do? And of course, as well, will anything else be messed up given the choices are slowly narrowing down, given who we have to give the gifts to gather for? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.